Now, we're still in the general Southern African region. There's a major port and freight rail crisis in South Africa. We've been reporting on that over the course of the year, and now it's threatening to derail the country's economy. Over 70,000 containers are still sitting on vessels just waiting to berth at the port of Durban. That is at the country's largest container terminal. South Africa's government says it expects the congestion to ease up in a few weeks' time. But at the moment, there's already talk of moving rail logistics to Botswana and Namibia just to avoid these delays in South Africa. Here's Sumitra Naidu with the data.
Thousands of containers move through the Durban port every day. However, severe delays in recent months have caused a massive backlog. The congestion is reportedly costing the South African economy billions of dollars.
We have a major crisis in our ports in South Africa. They're ranking amongst the lowest in the international rankings on port efficiency. And it's obviously now having a knock-on effect on our economy because moving goods and services out in and out of South Africa has become increasingly difficult.
The South African government blames state capture for the problem, along with the demise of other state-owned entities. State capture is a form of corruption in which businesses and politicians conspire to influence a country's decision-making process to advance their own interests.
You'll find that the damage caused by state capture stretches across, firstly, areas of governance that will cover boards. It will cover the type of management that boards put in place, the kind of operational diligence that boards maintain in relation to the performance of the various entities. Secondly, it's the operations of entities. And that then thirdly impacts upon the revenue and the financial situation that these entities find themselves in.
The port is run by Transnet, the operator of South Africa's ports and freight rail network. The company is being accused of mismanagement and has seen several resignations in recent months over the issue, including the CEO, Portia Derby.
Transnet's backlog has largely to do with the incompetence of the state and the incompetence of government. You can see that the issue was around management, not having the right skills, not having the organization that is needed.
This is obviously going to have a huge impact on retailers, but also on the ability of South Africans to export manufactured goods and agricultural products to the rest of the world. We need an urgent implementation plan so we can get that stock and containers that are sitting out at sea into the retail stores, so at least they can have a decent festive system.
The government has given Transnet $2.5 billion to address the urgent backlogs, but it might still be a while before the crisis is over.
Given, as I said earlier, the extent of the damage, you'll find that recovery path is not all that easy. And it takes time to push back the kind of damage that state capture did.
The crisis at the port is a wake-up call for urgent reforms in logistical and governmental frameworks. The consequences of inaction are already starting to affect the entire economy. Sumitra Naidu, CGTN, South Africa.